and it is our halftime show. Raiders Chargers on November 8th, 2019. Got 14-10 Raiders going on here. Louisiana Lafayette putting the hammer down on Coastal, 31-0. Premium pick there on ULL. Temple up 7-0 over South Florida in a game that they have absolutely dominated. ULL, another touchdown. This is if this is a fight, they would have stopped it. Feels silly only laying 14, not teasing it up to in the 20s to get a bigger payout. But the Raiders and the Chargers, 21 seconds. Hello to everyone that's joining us. Looking for my comment window. I don't see it anywhere. Options, window, comments. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, Bobby. Second half, I think this game has been all Temple. This game has been all Temple. It's amazing that it's only 7-0. They got stuffed at the goal line. I mean, they have dominated this game. So I imagine they're going to convert some of that to points. Miami Heat over the Suns right now in the second quarter as the Raiders make the extra point to make it 17-14. Chris, of course, is at the hockey game. I don't know if it's over or not. They both loved the Leafs today. Let's see what happened in that one. 2-1. Wow. Rod liked him on the puck line. Chris liked him straight up against Vancouver. So Chris probably on his way back home. But we're heading into halftime here with the Raiders and Chargers. Of course, my premium pick today was the Raiders. I had the Raiders, ULL, and Temple. And it looks like we are the end of our funk. I had a few days there that were pretty nasty. And so, premium members, thank you for bearing with me. Yeah, the puck dogs were exceptional. I was a little flat on today's show, I admit it. Can't have it every day. I try. But I was a little flat. Raiders kicking off. Wanted to get on a couple seconds early, but I didn't think that they would take this long in between. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. Of course, Steve Monahan not on for today's football show. Chris filled in nicely, but Steve will be back tomorrow. Yep, Washington, that was second half bets in college football. CB, is that college basketball or college football? It's not luck. It's not something that you do all the time, but I think Temple has dominated this game against South Florida. It's just not on the scoreboard. And they've dominated. Seems like they've had the ball the whole time. Yeah, Temple's rushed for 119 yards, including 14 yards of sacks. So they ran for, Gardner ran for 103. So they ran for 103, 131. They ran for 133 yards. South Florida ran for 41. It was just dominated. Yeah, I wouldn't consider these guys guests. I'd consider them part of the NHL show. What we're talking about doing... Yep, Steve too. I like having the new people, that kind of guys that haven't been out there yet. I was new once, and everyone welcomed me, and I think like having new guys on my show, and you guys welcoming them as well is awesome, and I appreciate it. They had a big run for 52 yards, but they have dominated this game. They also got stuffed inside the 5-yard line on 4th down. Show the game. I don't know what that means. Show the game. That game? Not really sure what that means. Show the game. Sam, you want to come on? Sam, you want to come on? Say hello to everybody.
I didn't want you to camera to the show.
Oh, now we're going to the half finally in the NFL game. South Florida with the turnover again by Temple. Unbelievable. But we'll see what it looks like for the second half for the NFL. Of course, our full game bet's looking really good right now. It's the Raiders plus a half for the second half. So the way that I get this question all the time, how do I keep up with the remotes for the TVs? Actually, on the iPad, there's an app for DirecTV, and you can there's like a drop down within the app. I'll have to show this to you guys on Saturday, like at a halftime show. There's a drop. I'll do it on this Saturday on halftime. There's a drop down in the app, and you pick which TV to change, and then you can either get the remote control or you can do it off the guide on the iPad. But that's how you do it. I like the Raiders here in the second half. I think the Chargers had a good 5 minutes, but I'm on the Raiders. We were on the Raiders. It's actually, because of the time change, it's, for you guys, it's 4:54 p.m. So it's late afternoon, early evening. Almost about an hour away from dusk. I don't like to talk about dusk too much, but dusk happens. Just, well, it does. Dusk happens, you know. It's like there's nothing we can do about it. We have an interesting thing that happens here in Hawaii, and I don't know if it happens everywhere else in the world, but as the sun sets on the ocean, behind the ocean, when it just sinks below the horizon, just right below the bottom, when the sun is all the way down, a green flash shoots up from the ocean. It looks like a jewel. It's very, very small, but it looks like a jewel that flashes like a... And it's really cool, and that happens. I wouldn't call that dusk. That would be sunset. What is dusk? I don't know. This is our dusk show.
Right after sunset.
It's dusk here. Oh, something's going on my TVs. I got too much stuff recording. I'll have to fix that. But okay, click OK, I guess, and then we'll sort through it. See what else is recording. Here, you want to give me the remote? These are the problems we have. So these are the TV. We got TV issues, and but I tell you, I like the. I like the second. I like the Raiders for the second half. So dusk is the same as dawn, just sunrise. No, dusk is sunset. It could be sunrise. Yeah, South Florida's looked absolutely terrible. Yeah, because this is our dusk edition of halftime, Thursday night halftime. Now that we've gone to this time of year. So, I don't know what we're going to do after football's over about these halftime shows. We'll have to do, this is halftime show. We did basketball twice today, and I'm certainly not going to do it again. Let's see. And plus there's videos on all these games out there as well on our YouTube channel. I like the under 24 in the second half. I like the Raiders and under. I'll go for the second half. The Raiders are plus a half, but I like them on the money line here. I think they got this one. It just seems that they're getting Rivers pretty good. They're getting to him. So what is dusk? Sunset is the opposite. It occurs the moment disk of sun completely disappears below the western horizon. Technically, dusk is a period of twilight between complete darkness and sunrise. In common usage, dawn refers to the morning, while dusk refers only to the evening twilight. So dawn to dusk, but actually it's incorrect because dusk is actually in the morning.
Dusk to dawn.
Wow, it's dusk to dawn. Who the hell knew this stuff? Thank God for Google. Thank God. Anyways, we got the Raiders here. I like them in the second half. I think that they dominate here. The Raiders -1 for the second half is plus 155. I think that's the play. Is Raiders -1 second half plus 155, and parlay it with the under 24.5. So this is not our dusk edition. Is that what's going on here?
No, it's not it.
Okay. We watch games all the time, but never at dusk. Never at dusk. We are anti-dusk on this show. I guess my morning show could be dusk. We could do a dusk show morning, or we could do a... Oh, you know what? I bet the college football show, now that it's going to be at 6 a.m. my time, is going to be at dusk or dawn. I don't know. I have no idea, man. Yeah, I always thought dusk was evening too, but Google's saying no. Google's saying that I have my dawn and dusk confused. Yeah, I think we should get some good picking vibes going. We've had a nice turnaround day here. I had a really bad day yesterday. I never run from the bad day and say that, like, oh, I had a great day or anything like that. I had a bad day yesterday. It was like every bounce went against me. And today, right back in the saddle, and that's really just, that's the way it always seems to work, and it seems that it's always worked that way. That we have a bad day, and then we follow it up, take names, we're back to even, and the world is a better place. But I like the Raiders in the second half here. I think we even go to Raiders -1 for the second half. Philip Rivers is making mistakes, and I don't see that stopping. And the Raiders had a nice score right there before the half. Temple just shooting themselves in the foot. What is going on there? Meanwhile, the hockey action, the Senators over the Kings. We got Chicago over Vancouver. Colorado over Nashville. Both Rod and Chris like Nashville. New Jersey over Calgary. Toronto 2-1 over Vegas. Washington 5-4. Pittsburgh 4-3 over the Islanders. Rod and Chris both said the Islanders streak ends. And Montreal over Philly. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 overtime games out of the 5 games that are over in hockey. 4 overtimes, and then we have a lot of other games that are even right now. This could be like one of the most overtime days ever, but not in football. It's not going to be. As I like the Raiders second half and the over. I think Raiders, you can go to -1. But the Puck Dogs getting it done today, taking some names. Of course, if you're watching us live, be sure to hit the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our channel. Of course, our website is picdogs.com. We got free picks on every game every single day. For tomorrow, I've done 16 or 17 videos. I still have one more to go. I forgot one, North Carolina versus Wilmington. But I will get one on that too. And then I'm going to start posting those probably after I eat dinner. But, yeah, our pick is Raiders and under. I'm going to wrap it up. It's only so many times I could say it. And looks like we're heading back to the game. So, anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. I love doing these halftime shows. I'm not going to know what to do with myself once it's over. We'll have to figure out like a nighttime college basketball or NBA or something, right? Not even sure what we're going to do. I guess we'll worry about it then. We still got plenty of time to work on it. So, anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Always a pleasure. And Yep, I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I thought the Puck Dogs is a great name for it. And it's like, I think there's a lot of stuff we can do with it. I think we can get a Puck Dogs logo, kind of like the dog with a puck instead of the money in his hand. We can get a stick with a puck in his mouth, right, or something. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, I'm gonna have some dinner, watch the second half. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great night. Let's go Raiders.